Having ya? This bloody sun's always in the road. Saturday morning. Just uploading last week's video at the minute, so you probably watched that by the time I've done this. Trying to be a bit of a mad scientist today. I'm the sort of bloke who just likes to crack on with stuff and get it done myself. Nothing against anybody. I just do it. If I do it myself, I ain't gotta thank anybody. But that other thing is like, if I do it myself, I know it gets done. So, any road. First of all, thanks to all the subscribers, and be flummoxed as to why I've lost some, but it is what it is, I suppose. It don't really matter to me. And yeah, thanks to everybody who's sticking with me and watching this mess unfold. I've actually had a sweep up in there today. Actually had a sweep round. Tried to pile it all up here at this side because maybe today I might get the grinder out and start taking the fiberglass out around here where I've got to build the wall. So I'll be cutting that out. Well, all this top part, the fiberglass will be coming off all that, because I don't know. Oh look, there's my bridge on the top of the pergola. Don't want to do with that either, because it was meant to fit this pond. It was meant to fit this corner just down here. It's a bridge that looked nice when it was on, but right, what I'm showing you now. Yes, there's a piece of timber from the roof there across here to the top of that, and there's a ratchet strap on it joined onto the Nexus, and I'm going to try and ratchet that Nexus up. If I can get it to a certain level, I'll be able to heave it up. Loads of folks have offered to give me a chuck, but as I said, me being me, I will just crack on, in all fairness. If I can't do it, then yeah, I'll call some favours in. But there's a piece of rope around the Nexus, as you can see. Where am I? I'm here. There's a piece of rope going across that Nexus. The tight of that rope gets the more it pulls. Plus it's just wrapped around the middle bit. So it's wrapped around there, over, and the more it pulls, the more it'll tighten and grab. I've took most of the media out, which is in a blue tub there. So most of the media's out. That's a fair old bit of weight, in all fairness, believe it or not, even though it's heavy plastic. So, right, I'm going to put you down, try and wedge you somewhere, so as you can have a look, and we'll see what happens, eh? It's liable to going totally wrong, so, you know, you never know. I'm just hoping I've got enough distance between the ratchet and the Nexus to get it up high enough. And I'm hoping that the 3x2 on its own will hold it. I mean, I can shift it about pretty much easy enough, but we'll see what happens. Catch you in a sec. Right then, I've wedged you under my building trowel. So as I said, we'll ratchet it up and see what happens then. Yeah. So basically what's happening is there's too much on the ratchet for it to turn now, so it's ain't giving me enough. So that's out the window then. So there's a fail. Yeah. Okay. Right, let me think about it, come back to you. So after studying it a bit and having a think, I've come up with this idea. Basically a piece of timber as a ramp. We get the Nexus. I'll try and drag it up. It ain't majorly heavy, it's just the upward lift what kills you. You could drag it up or pull it straight out of the pit. It's the upward lift on your own what hurts. So I'll try and drag it up, and I'll see where we go from here. As you can see, the Nexus is lassoed, and we'll have a go. So I'll try and again wedge you somewhere so you can have a look what's going on, and I'll snap back to you in a sec. Could be another fail, this. Could be another fail. had to keep my case on, so you might see a shed around. Well, then you're precariously wedged. So you can see the timber here. See the timber down here, the Nexus. I'll try and drag it up. This could be another fail. But you know what? It's becoming a challenge now. Oh, it's becoming a challenge. I don't know if this will hold. This rope's a bit stretchy as well, so. Right, here's the first issue. The rope's got to go lower. Juggle the rope down a little bit. Looks like it's got to be pulled from the bottom. So, a bit lower down. It's a bloody stretchy rope, this is. Yeah, just don't want it wedging. Sit tight to them. I reckon I'm there. Just try and tie this rope up somewhere. Come back to you in a sec. I reckon I'm there. Yeah, we're going to drag it now. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how to get a Nexus out of a toy toilet. The first attempt I thought was a better idea, and well, the second attempt worked. I've got a sweat on. So, yeah, there you go. Nexus is out. I'm just now going to try and get it down the garden. But I've got an idea with that big long plank there to stick it across the pond and get it across here instead of trying to get it down the narrow gap. Whew, get me breath, catch you in a bit. So guys, we now have an empty pit. Them blocks down there I can salvage. There's some more blocks got to come off. I can now start getting my rubbish in there and not having it in my way in the pond. So I've had to shift some of that today. As you can see, I've had a bit of a tidy up. Right, this is where the Nexus is, and this is the plan. It's now precariously balancing on a pier on the side of the pond with a piece of timber. The plan is to drag it across them two pieces of timber to that end. Then I've got to negotiate the gate, which I'm pondering whether to cut off, if I'm honest. So the one post might have to go today. I might have to get the disc cutter out and cut at least the one post off, and then I can get it through that gap and I'll hopefully get it down onto the bottom patio, because I can't see this going through the gate. This is like, well, it's over a metre wide. It's about 4 foot and that gate's only 3 foot. So yeah, it ain't going through the gate. When I bought it up originally, I rolled it all the way up the fence, all the way up here, all on these panels, well, the old panels. that tank and everything were there. Obviously there was a fence panel there where the tank is, so I took the fence panel out and I just rolled it all the way up, and then it dropped in there as sweet as a nut. So it was just a bit of levelling after. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'll snap back to you once, or if I can get it to the other side of this pond. If it drops, I might as well bury it because it'd be no good. Catch you in a bit. You can't use this bloody foul with gloves on. Let's take my gloves off. Right, as you can see, it's gone. Took the gate off. The gate ain't going back on, so if anybody's after a metal iron gate, hit me up, come and grab it, otherwise the scrapman's going to be taking it. I've had to cut my post off at the minute. I've tried to be the good neighbour type and just break it off and axle through the metal, because people have got the washing out. That's the type of good neighbour I am. But the Nexus now is down on the bottom patio. There is a little bit of an issue which I've got to sort out, which is that pipe there, that valve there. As you can see, the pipe pulls out. What it's done is unscrewed off the metal bit which is inside, and you can see that just down the bottom. I've put the easy back in for now. So yeah, other than that, it's all come out pretty good. A couple of scratches obviously, but I think there was scratches on it anyway when I put it in. But I do believe that's claimed. So that's where I am at the minute. It's around about 11:30 on a Saturday. I don't even know if I've knackered myself up, if I'm honest, but there you go. I'll just stay as fit as I used to be. But yeah, it is what it is. What I'm considering now, at some point, hopefully today, if not, because obviously it's a lovely day again, and you know the neighbours have got the washing out and one thing and another. Miss will probably put hers out. I want to thank Mrs as well on this video publicly, because I have absolutely wrecked the garden. I've wrecked the garden. It does moan about it when we're in company, but really it's been golden with me. As you can see, it's a total mess. We used to have a lovely garden, and I've wrecked it over the last 6 to 8 months, and it's just getting worse. But it's going to get worse, it gets better. But the big thing is now I've got that Nexus out that pit, which means that my rubbish and everything can start going in there. But what I'd like to do, obviously some rubble and that can go in there now, but what I'd like to do is when this fiberglass gets cut out, I want to lose that at the bottom, so as it never ever affects me in my lifetime again. Whether it's ever going to affect anybody else, I don't care, I'll be honest. That's the sort of thing it is. I don't like fiberglass, if I'm honest. I like fiberglass, but I don't like messing with fiberglass, and I don't like it being around people. So it'll all get cut out. I'm hoping to cut it out down to the shelves. This lot's got to get cut out because most of this lump's got to come out as well. I've got a big lump here, it was an after design of the pond, because originally the blockwork come up there into a point, and after a bit of advice I sort of rounded the pond off here and just built that up as a lump, as a shallow end, which probably lost me 1,000 gallons after it turned, but there you go. So yeah, once the fiberglass is out and chucked in that pit, then the real demolition work's going to start, with all this wall coming out and one thing and another I've already said, but I don't need to keep going over it. But I don't know, I might carry on with the Kango later on. I'm going to have me a cup of tea, and I've got a bloke coming to have a look at some fish, because as you know I've still got some fish for sale, so I've got to try and make room for him to get at him, and I'll snap back to you at some point today, or might even be tomorrow, but we'll see how we get on. Thanks for watching, guys. 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Kango's out. Kango's out, which can only mean one thing: I'm having another go. So it's bloody hard going though. As you can see, I've cut the fiberglass out. Oh, I've got it round here as well. That's going in the pit. I want that totally buried out of the way, if I'm honest. So yeah, it's just slow progress. It's hard going, if I'm honest. I mean, I've had another couple of hours at that, believe it or not, and it's got to come off all the way down to where the fiberglass has been cut. So I've got to return that wall straight across there and then come back. But me and my missus was talking earlier, so I was going to square this wall off where it is, but then I said, well, why don't you come across and then come down, give me about the same sort of dimensions as what the pit is, come down sort of halfway on the pond, and then it gives me a bigger area up here. Food for thought, if I'm honest. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when we do what we do. But yeah, as you can see, I'm having a go. There's fiberglass there as well. That's proper stuck to that hump. As you can see, that hump down there is proper stuck there. So we'll see how we get on. Hopefully I can get it out today, but if not, it is what it is. Take me time. Like I said, it's killing me. I hate it at all. But yeah, there you go. I don't start till later on anyway. I had to sort the bloke out with a few fish. He come up in Sydney. So yeah, happy days. Right then, that's where I am at the minute. Catch you in a bit. So it's 4:15 Saturday, and that's where I am. Knackered, if I'm honest. It's just you're chipping away at it, and it just don't seem to be getting any better. But what I've got now, I've got the inner and the outer skin, so that'll allow me to knot in there. I've still got a course to take out at the bottom. All this lump down here has got to come out down to around about the level of that shelf, around about to there. So you know, it's got to pretty much where that cut mark is there. So that lump's got to come out. Not all of it, but there's a good chunk of it got to come out. So like I said, I should be building off that. Let me just zoom in out a bit. I should be building off there and going across there, probably coming across that line there. Is that line? That's a roundabout where I'll come across. So I'll come across here, return, and then I don't know whether I'm going from that point and coming down here straight to give me a long narrow pit like I had before. Mrs. seemed to come up with that idea earlier. Makes sense. It makes sense, so we might look at that. But yeah, that's where I am Saturday afternoon, 4:15. I'm just about to pack up now. I'm knackered. I've had enough today. Plus the pit's getting fuller and fuller, and I've still got to cut the fiberglass out and build a wall in there. So that lot's going to start getting in my way. I think the big stuff I'll get out and I'll chuck in the filter pit, and just try and manage it that way. But yeah, it is what it is, mate. There you go. Happy days. Catch you later. Mate, I'm fooked. I'm more than fooked, I'm double fooked. I'm fooking fooked. It's mad how hard that is to get it out, even with the Kango. I've got the outer skin now. Then I've took the cavity off, and I've got something to knit into with a new wall. So it's like, you know, I've been on that most of the day. When I got the Nexus out, I started on this. I've cut some of the stuff out, some of the fiberglass and that. But it's like it's all getting too much now in the pit. I've got to get some of the big bits out and get them through in the filter pit. Like you can see, I've already started filling that. So there's pieces of fiberglass in the bottom. So that's going to get filled as we go along. The neighbour's got a load of slabs to put in. I'm just hoping I've got enough room and enough room to get rid of all my own stuff first. But I'm knackered, believe it or not. It took me most of the day just to get through that, and I'm still as low as I need to be. I've still got to take a course off. So I could have really done with a disc cutter on it now, but there's people got the washing out around me, so, and my missus has got her whites out as well. So cool. Here's all the media. Look out the Nexus in that blue belt. Not all of it, but most of it. So I'm knackered. Ahmed, as they say around here, Ahmed. So it's Sunday afternoon-ish. Don't know what time it is. I ought to check the time really, but Sunday afternoon. I've had a clean up this morning. As you can see, all the rubbish has gone there. That's because I need to get in there to get it that lump over there. and obviously the rest of this brickwork's got to come out as well. I did start cutting the fiberglass this morning around there. You can probably just see, just coming down here, there's a line which I've drawn, which I'm going to cut the fiberglass out. It's pretty much shadowed now, it's in that shadow. But there's a line I've drawn around the pond, so I'm going to cut that fiberglass out, and then if I can't get it all off, then what I'll do is I'll just take a bit at the back. Sorry about my hands and stuff, I'm all over the place again. But yeah, it's Sunday. I'm just doing the water change on these guys, and also just doing the water change on these as we speak, and then they'll have theirs in a bit. So that's pretty much empty now. As you can see, the pump's down the bottom, just sucking out the dregs. So yeah, it's Sunday afternoon, and that's where I am. I did start to cut it, but there was just too much dust, and people have got the washing out because it's an absolutely glorious day again. Stunning. Oh, burning me back and everything. So yeah, but yeah, that's where I am, guys. Slowly but surely, we'll get it done. Slowly but surely. Right then, catch you later. Now I've just got this out. I think I've just had a bloody chance to catch it, and I don't know if you can see it on here. I'm just zooming to it. It'll stay still. Have you ever seen eyes like that on a fish? I'm like cat size. He's got a proper lustre to him, but sorry about the camera work. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll get it in a bowl. But mate, I've never seen eyes on a fish like that. I'm like cat size. There, as you can see it. There you go. Oh. When the duckweed moves. Weird, man, weird. I've been trying to catch these for bloody weeks. Here you go. Just caught the other one out the Daphnia tank. Now this, I know it don't show very well on the camera. This is a little Achieva, around about 3 inches long. Just one from a spawning I had, which shouldn't really have happened. And very light Achieva markings on it. I'm hoping I'm going to be alright in this vat with the sales fish, because that's really the only place I can put them. And the only reason I'm putting them in here, I mean the little white one is already in, the little either light coloured chag or karachigoi. I would imagine it's probably a chagoi. So there's a chagoi and an Achieva in the spawn. The little round bowl down there is obviously got frying, and I want to put that into the tow site, into the Daphnia tank, to give him a better chance. I'll be conscious about that tank at the minute. So yeah, this little fella is going to be going in with the sales fish. I will put the other one up, which I've nicknamed Snake Eyes, and you'll probably see when you look at it as to why I've nicknamed it Snake Eyes. So yeah, he should be ready to go in now, so I'll let him go, and I'll see if I can do it one-handed. I've tried to keep this sales vat as natural as I possibly can. Here he comes, there he goes. In there to join his mates. Hopefully he'll be okay. They've never seen any other fish other than their own company, them two. So I'm hoping they'll be alright. He's just going swimming off down there. I don't know where the other one is, I hate it. It's in here somewhere. So yeah, there you go. Summertide's are nothing this year. Little Achieva and a little honeycomb shag. Well, as you can see, we have a blue bowl with dirty water and not much of it. And the reason being, I've just been fishing. This is basically what we've got out of me. Something out of nothing spawning this year. Now I know the shadows are probably covering a lot of it, but there's fish all in that bowl. I would estimate around about 30 to 40 fish in that bowl. I counted them yet, but I'm about to. Even down, now I don't know if I'm going to get this. There's one in here. There. He's absolutely tiny. You can see he's so much smaller than the rest. He's it's almost as though he's only hatched today or yesterday. You know, he looks very newly hatched. But there's one in there. The rest of them are all sort of knocking 3/4 of an inch now, in all fairness. So I'm going to count them out, and I'll let you know how many we've got. Catch you later. So there we have it. There is actually 34 fish in that little bowl. It's a 7-inch bowl. Ranging, well, the biggest is probably knocking an inch, believe it or not, and the smallest is around about, well, it's about somewhere it's really hard to see. It's just a pair of eyes, in all fairness. I think it's just over the back there. Let me just see if I can zoom in. I don't know if he's in the shot. There he is there, just a pair of eyes, look. That's around about the smallest. Unbelievably all from the same spawning. Which was a spawning which happened the night I took the brushes out, believe it or not. And then I threw the brushes in the morning, and I just managed to get some eggs and left them in this bowl, and they've been in here about 3 weeks. So there you go, we have 34 in there, but there's already one which I know of in the tank because I put him in earlier. So I've got 35 fry going in this tank as of today, which is Sunday the summit. I'll overlay the date. So we'll see what we can do with the weather we've got left, in all fairness. But this tank's rather full now, and there's still water in the bowl underneath, as you can see. Only a couple of inches, maybe 3 inches. But this tank's pretty much full now, and I am just slowly siphoning some off through an air stone. That way I'll keep all the Daphnia and the bloodworm and everything else will still be kept in there, just to feed these little ones. Right then, I'm going to put these in. 33 going in, one already in there gives us 34. You can pause it and count them if you want to. Right then, thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably call it a wrap, and I'll catch you later.